And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. So we're joined with Sandy. We should have who's joining us, Sandy, tonight again?
Jeff. Jeff should be joining in a few minutes.
Okay, Jeff should be joining us in just a few minutes, guys. So great to have everyone. Let's see if we can do a few shout outs here. Okay, first one in the chat here was Tinhead92. Welcome. Tank19, welcome. Let's see. Anita, hey mom. New England Dirt Roadie, welcome.
Welcome everyone.
Yes, and of course Sandy, you're there. I think that's it. Everybody. Okay, so we got 19 people. Wow.
No, awesome. We have Quan K Video just popped in, and they're first timer. Welcome.
Welcome, definitely welcome.
So actually, since you're first timer, we should mention this is not our normal shows. Normally we have full shows with multiple Mandela effects. Actually, there is multiple things tonight, but it's all in one folder. It's all about Star Wars. We're doing like a dedicated Star Wars video of stuff I found today.
Yeah, this is all brand new, folks. This hasn't been seen on any other channel. Sandy does some really fine work finding this stuff. I don't know how she does it. She finds a lot of things and changes, and not sure how, but
Here's how. I was watching a video about 10 things you didn't know about Star Wars, and then saw changes in that video. That's how.
Let's see. Yeah, that explains it. Mom says, "Good job, Sandy."
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's how I find most of my stuff.
Let's keep them coming, guys. All right. So this one should be a not quite as long as our normal show, but we still have a lot to deliver, a lot to put out here.
Yes, it was Tinhead. It was by Minty Comedic Arts. I love his channel too.
I'm hitting the refresh on your Flickr now, Sandy.
Okay.
There we go.
We also have Space River News, Alone, Robert Humphrey. Let's see, Michael Charles.
We're up to 24 people.
Ryan Iverson. Does it say, wait, Brian, does it say mobile devices in the Bible now?
Does it?
That's what Ryan Iverson is asking.
I'm not really sure on that one.
Chips. More chips.
I know she's asking for chips, but it does not sound like that. Yeah, I'm asking too. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, Sandy, you want to read that one right there that we're working on? Can you go ahead and read that, and I'll get her some chips?
How about, since it's on the screen, they read it while I quickly check to see if mobile devices is now in the Bible. While you're doing that. Because now I am so curious.
Okay. So I'll flip it over to the next one. Okay.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
I can. All right, guys. We all know by now that the current changes to Star Wars, many are even sick of hearing Star Wars in the Mandela Effect community. So to ease you into it, I'll start with the logos in the beginning of the film.
No! Open!
Oh boy. Oh, I'm on top chat, but could be other people.
Okay. Did you read that one, Sandy?
Hi, Last Flyboy. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh, hey, last
There's
Flyboy.
there's a lot of video in here. Are you presenting your
I thought I
video?
was. Am I not?
I don't know.
It says I am.
Okay, good.
Okay. So you read this? You read this one, Sandy?
I read this one.
All right. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to read this one?
Yeah, 20th Century Fox was originally Fox Films. These logos were in movies prior to 1936. Have you ever seen these before? Now, I've seen old films. I took a course in film in college where we literally, we had 2 classes a week. One was watching an old film, the other one was talking about the old film and the techniques and things like that. I've never seen these logos with the triangles for the bottom of the F. The F's going across like in Nestle and things like that.
You open? You open?
Has anyone seen these logos before? In a film, in Logopedia, like we usually go to, we've studied these logos before, and I've never seen this. Like we specifically studied this logo, the bottom right logo, when the T was cut off. The T has always been cut off in 20th century pictures, Fox, whatever it says down there. It changed over the years. So we did look at this, and I don't remember these logos. Do you, Brian?
No, I thought we looked at the history on 20th Century Fox, and this didn't pop up as far as the F's and the O's looking like that. Looks like the F is encompassing the rest of the word in both words, like both F's.
Agreed.
So, also, can I read this one? Sandy?
Yes. Read it first, then hit play.
Okay. Also, during the entire 1970s, the 0 and the 20th was crooked. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it like this before. Supposedly, it was tilted on purpose for widescreen viewing perspective in theaters.
You can see it more in the top left than you can. Have you guys ever seen the 0 tilted?
No.
I've never seen it tilted in my life.
So was it like that for Star Wars too?
Yes, it was. All the movies in the 70s by 20th Century Fox.
There's no way. And we looked at the 20th Century Fox logo, Sandy. I know we did.
Many
we covered
times.
it because the one of the first changes we saw was the T.
Mm-hmm.
The cut off T.
I was just telling them about that we've researched this logo.
So the first question, the 1977 film, in what year or decade do you remember the movie title being changed to Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope?
So the question is, guys, what year or decade do you remember it changing from just Star Wars to Star Wars: A New Hope Episode 4? In what year or decade? Brian, why don't you minimize and keep an eye out for Jeff while they think about this answer?
Wait, minimize?
Yeah, so you can keep an eye out for Jeff while they're answering this question.
Okay. My mom says 1977. Anyone else?
I'm asking when the title of the movie changed, not when the movie came out.
Yeah.
Rhodey says early 2000s. Quan Cave Video says when the sequel
Yeah.
came out,
When
maybe.
did the name change to Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope?
Right.
That's
From
what we're
just
asking
Star
now.
Wars.
Yeah, it used to be just called Star Wars.
Anita says May 1977.
Tinhead says I have no idea. So New England Dirt Roadie says I always knew it. Just says Star Wars, and I'm an '80s teen.
I guess
Anyone
I
else?
could say I was too. I was 13 in 89.
By the way, we have 34 viewers now, Sandy. That's awesome.
Wow. Star Wars is bringing everybody out. Digital Man says when they re-released them after the Jar Jar movie. Okay, we can go on then. Just minimize the next question, Brian. That's all.
Okay.
No one got it right.
So I remember, Sandy remembers, she says, first hearing it referred to as A New Hope in the 2000s. And
When the new movies were being made. But they officially changed the name in 1981. Do you remember this change happening so early? Hit play, Brian.
A New Hope. Star Wars: A New Hope. Okay, the AI is keeping my daughter up for some reason, trying to distract me from the effect. Here, come on, come on. No.
And I agree with you, Michael Charles. I could say the 90s, but the change was 1981. You'll hear it when he hits play and see it on the screen. Ryan, I looked. I didn't see anything. I'll look a little bit more while we wait for Brian to get back. But I can't see the chat now. I'm looking right now.
Okay, so let me read this. Okay, did you read this one,
Read it
Sandy?
again.
Okay, so can I go
What
ahead and
did
play
you
the clip? I am so sorry.
Star Wars came as early as 1981, where Star Wars had a re-release, where it was now retitled to Episode 4: A New Hope, as Lucas had now envisioned his prequel trilogy.
So in 1981, it had a re-release, and at the re-release, they called it Episode 4: A New Hope. In 81.
That's crazy. Because most of us remember the remastered edition, which gave it it was like back in 2004 or something like that when they did a remastered edition, and I thought that's when they renamed them.
I agree with you.
Now, on to the minor changes. Both Luke Skywalker and Han Solo have had color changes to their clothes from my memory. Luke Skywalker, in your memory, did his pants match his white top or his tan boots?
Okay, so before you go any further, the minor changes are first. The major change is at the end. Also, the name change, the time, that's kind of major, but there's another one at the end with minor in between. But, guys, Luke Skywalker, did his pants match his white top or his tan boots? What do you remember? Minimize and look for Jeff. Because he said a couple minutes. So he could be back there at any time.
Can I switch over or not yet?
You're supposed to minimize look for Jeff while they answer.
Jeff's not there.
Right. Well, we're waiting for some answers. All
Okay.
3 different shades, says New England Dirt Roadie. So if you remember 3 different shades. Michael Charles says, from what I know, any extraterrestrials involved in the Mandela effects themselves are using Star Wars as a 5D quantum attraction device to help us evolve. They love Star Wars. They really do. Star Wars is constantly changing. Darker from shirt to boot. So you remember like a gradient, lighter shirt, medium pants, darker boot. Naomi Lou says tan, so you remember matching the boots. Vale says did not match, but well then regardless, everybody's affected because it matches one of them now. You're gonna have to watch Mandela Effect Quantum Stuff, Texas, Danny, because we are in the middle of it. There's a lot happening tonight.
There's a lot to do with these changes. I think they're the key to unlocking the secret.
Okay, we can go on.
I think they're all part of a clue, like the golden calf, for instance, in from Star Wars.
So again, this is just a.
Just
Go ahead.
I know it's a far-fetched thing, but I think there's a code to the Mandela effect. We just haven't figured it out yet,
Mm-hmm. So again, these are all just little minor things, but
yeah, I mean we're not trying to nitpick or grasp for straws here. These are legit changes. Sandy clearly remembers associating Luke's outfit with karate because it was all white with tan boots in her past. But now his pants match his boots, making most of the toys look like he's naked at the bottom. Oh my goodness!
it
Are
does.
you kidding me?
No, or they make the pants darker than the boots, which is totally wrong.
No.
So here, if you could zoom in. So if you don't remember anything matching, if you remember 3 different colors, it's changed. There is some residue in the top right where it's like this weird greeny color. But right now, the leggings actually match the boots. And I remember them matching the shirt.
That's just
There's
weird.
all different colors, and that's what we see in the Mandela effect, is this variation. Why are there so many different colors? It should just be one, like you know what color it is, and not 16 different colors. So here's the white that I remember with the tan boots.
I mean, the boots were definitely, they're definitely set apart from his pants. Like the
Correct.
colors
For
were
me,
different.
they were always a little bit darker than the pants. For me.
So what's strange is they must have changed Luke's costume because these promo shots have the white pants, like Sandy remembers.
This is exactly how I remember it. Why do these pictures of him exist?
Mm-hmm. These are the promo ones, right?
Yep.
They shouldn't exist.
I didn't cover this in 2018.
Did you know that the actor who played Skywalker, what's his name?
Mark Hamill?
Yeah, Mark Hamill. Which his name they say is Mandela affected too. He was in a car accident after, I think it was sometime after the first movie.
Yeah.
You remember that? They messed up his face?
Yes.
Yeah. Han Solo. What color was Han Solo's shirt under his vest? White, cream, or tan yellow? That is the question, guys. So Han Solo, what color was his shirt under his vest? White or a cream color, maybe, or tan or yellow?
I'm not asking about the pants. Oh, wait. Last Flyboy stole Luke Skywalker and says white pants with dark boots. Naomi remembers tan yellow. Michael Charles, 13G control. I don't know what that is. Tinhead is white cream. No. Alone is white. What do you remember, Brian?
Alone says I originally covered this in 2018.
Oh, he originally covered it. He said I originally covered it.
No, he said you.
And I said, no, I didn't. You want to know how I know I didn't cover this in 2018? Because I wasn't on any shows until December of 2018. The Christmas show, to be exact, with Brian. That was our first show with Brian. Unless you covered it, Brian. But I don't remember seeing anything about Luke Skywalker.
No, I don't think I covered Skywalker on this one. All right, so we got enough responses. So a lot of people are saying white, cream colored.
Yeah, except for Naomi, and it's okay, Naomi. If you have the current reality, it's fine.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Star Wars is one of those movies. It used to come on a lot, but mostly around like the holidays. You know, like after Halloween, or like during the month of October, you'd have the scary movies on TBS and TNT. You know, that used to come on, and maybe I think Wizard of Oz. It's like that movie. If that ain't programming. There's Star Wars that would come on right around the holidays a lot on TV.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, this movie we've watched this movie so many times. That says, Sandy, you're saying his shirt was white in your past. The three heroes all wore white. And Sandy says, I can concede to a very light cream color, but not the yellowish tan that it is now.
And it's a black vest, because Dale says white shirt, brown vest. But it's a black vest now. Everything's changed. He's also wearing denim, blue denim. I can't.
What?
Yeah, you'll see.
It even looks shiny in a few seconds of this behind-the-scenes clip.
You gotta look really close, but when it turns around, you'll see that shine. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe we didn't notice it because of the vest. I don't know. It's kind of got like that shiny, rayon-y look to it, which is really weird. So check this out. Look at the bottom right. Do you see the box?
Yeah.
The shirt is white, but the toy is yellow.
Oh, that's weird. You guys see that?
And the top right is like this grayish white color. Like I said, a cream I could go with. But then on the left side, we have this tan and yellow going on. Yeah, he's wearing jeans now. Totally wearing jeans with black boots and a black vest.
No, he was not wearing jeans.
Yeah, I didn't know they made Levi's on Tatooine. Oh my gosh.
Does anybody else in the chat remember jeans? I don't.
No,
He wore
Naomi's
black.
laughing at the fact that he's wearing jeans.
Why is he wearing jeans?
I don't know. But here's white shirt like I remember. White to cream.
I could believe in the cream colored, but not the tan. Also, C-3PO. This poor droid is constantly changing this time. It's very minor. But I have no memory of the circle within an intersecting line on his shoulder. Do you?
There's better pictures on the next slide. So guys, this is from the movie set. There's a line, then a circle, then a line on his shoulder. Little change, I know, after all the changes that have happened to C-3PO, like the battery pack sticking out 5 inches and the Matrix thing in the back of his head and all the changes with C-3PO. It's great.
Oh yeah, the Matrix thing on the back of his head gets me every time.
The lines on the back of the head now, the 2 lines going across his skull. There's so many changes with C-3PO. I have covered C-3PO like 6 times now, probably. That was never there.
Not to mention the wires.
line.
The wires were not there on his stomach.
Oh,
either.
we're going to talk about that at the end of the presentation. Don't worry. We're going to talk about the wires at the end. So here's residue of no circle or line on the shoulder, just nice and smooth, like I remember. Maybe a line or 2, but no circle. It's the circle that's bothering me the most.
Yeah, we all have witnessed the Vader change multiple times, including the appearance of 3 silver spots on his nose, the sides of his mouthpiece. But first, his nose. Jeff remembers his nose being pointier, sticking out from his face when in profile, less wide and rounded. Keep this change in mind because I need to show you something else before the residue.
Okay, so before we go any further, Tinhead, Teresa covered the colors on Chewbacca. So yes, they do look different. Completely agree. And he has it looks like a mustache was stuck on top of the costume. Like if you look at him, he's got a defined different color mustache now, which is so strange. I don't remember that. I just remember, the fur there, not an actual looking mustache. But I was hoping Jeff was going to be here for this part. He's not backstage, Brian?
I have to check.
Because we're getting to the main reason why we're here tonight.
Okay, he's not backstage yet.
He's not. All right. Here we go, guys. Wait, before we go further, before we go anywhere, in the chat, yes or no, do you remember when we talked about, everybody's talked about it. Brian Staley talked about it. Everyone's talked about the silver showing up. You remember that part, correct? Because it's important that you remember the silver showing up for what I'm about to show you. Because when I saw this today, I freaked out. The main reason we are doing this show tonight is because of those silver spots next to his mouth. They look like antennae now, sticking out of his helmet at least a full inch. They look like fangs or something sticking out of his helmet, which we have zero memory of. Do you remember it looking like this?
No, they didn't look like that. They did not stick out like little appendages or anything, right? It looks weird.
I know exactly what they are. I'm going to show you on the next slide. They're toggles. They are, though.
You're right. They look like toggles.
Honestly, they look like the 70s ball tip bat toggle switches, and I wouldn't be surprised to learn that that's what they used to create the look on the mask. But here's some images from the film and backstage. Can you zoom in, Brian? Even when it's blurry, you can clearly see them sticking out of his helmet. They're sticking fully out of the helmet. I just remember them flush silver dots. I don't remember pieces sticking out of the helmet like a...
Oh, somebody's going to notice that.
What's it? Like a predator spike. You know what I'm saying? Like the Predator. It's reminding me of the Predator. I don't know why.
Or like Dracula fangs.
I don't know. All I know is they didn't stick out like that. And I am freaking out over this.
Me too.
Because we have covered this. Now, I can't really speak for Jeff. He's not here. But going back to the nose, do you remember it being so flat and less defined? There is some residue of what Jeff remembers, some of it with the current reality antennas around the mouth. But he remembers it like thinner and like more pointy as opposed to a rounded... I guess if you start at the bottom of your nose, go up over the bridge and back down to your mouth. He remembers that top part more pointy and defined than it is now. And I do have some residue of it. Okay, Brian. So here you can see the antenna on the bottom and the top. But see that like thinner nose that was more defined? That's what he remembers. And here's more residue of the nose that he remembers.
Backstage. Jeff
Is
is
he?
backstage, guys.
Oh, good. Just in time. We're talking about the nose. Can you please
Hey,
talk more
Jeff.
about this?
Hey, Brian. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, can you talk more about the nose because it's your. I'm showing some residue. Brian, show Jeff the residue. Can you explain it better than me? What's changed with the nose?
So I don't remember it oval on top like that. I remember it like a triangle.
Okay, so here some of them are like a triangle, and then some of them are oval.
Yeah, there was one of them that was pretty close to what I remember.
I think
Not
we already showed it.
100% though.
It was on the previous slide, I think. Oh, the one in the top right, the T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's too small. It doesn't let me enlarge it because it's old. It's from 1977, so.
It was a triangle, wasn't it?
That's what it was for me. 100%.
But now it's rounded.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looks wrong.
Mm-hmm. All right, Brian, you want to keep going?
Yeah, finally some video residue to prove that we aren't crazy. Just like uh, B-roll was found of Tom Hanks saying life is like a box of chocolates.
Because it was now, but there was, footage, B-roll, of him saying is, like we remember. Go ahead, Brian.
But you know what the main excuse is for that is because they weren't using Dolby or something like that, some kind of stereo thing that we could not pick up that back then that we are picking up now.
Oh, please. In 1996, yes, we did.
Besides
There.
there being toys of C-3PO having a closed off gold stomach.
And there's also a white T-shirt Han Solo, by the way.
Okay, but my memory of C-3PO, he had a black stomach, but it didn't have the wire showing. That's my thing.
See, I remember a gold stomach. And
Really?
here, we have a gold stomach. Now, the interesting part is, the top two images are the same scene. The one on the right is the original, the one on the left is remastered, and it looks like a gold stomach there. On the bottom, can you zoom in on that bottom left image, Brian, of the lunchbox? So on the bottom, it's black. It's not gold on the lunchbox. But on the thermos, it's all gold. So on the lunchbox, it's the scene that's above where it's all gold, but they have it as black.
Right. The main thing that's definitely noticeable, the first thing that I noticed out of C-3PO, though, wasn't just really his stomach, it was his silver calf.
Well, yeah, the silver leg's old, though. But here's the
know
thing. The next slide, it turns out that he originally had no wires showing. I'm assuming in this reality they changed it to make him more comfortable. This is video of C-3PO with a closed stomach. Go ahead. This is behind the scenes of the movie. It's closed, it's gold, just like I remember it.
Wow.
All gold.
That's what I remember too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the fact that you remember black but no wires, and so does Michael Charles, means it changed twice. Most likely it went from gold to the black to the wires. Can you still hear me?
What do you guys have to say about that?
I don't know. People think it looks weird because they have the other memory. For me, that looks perfect. Always gold. There was never wires or black for me.
Brian, you were going to ask me something?
Brian, are you there? Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to think. What was I going to ask you?
That's what I was wondering. Sounded like you were going to ask me something.
Well, about the triangle. So his nose now is rounded. Darth Vader's. Um, do you remember those long screws or toggle switches sticking out of his mask?
No. No, he never had that. That looks crazy to me.
Now I had somewhere in here. I have a Darth Vader mask, and I will see if I can dig it up real quick.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I even checked the action figure I had, and it looked like he had it on there. And that's not how I remember the action figure either. Just looks totally ridiculous to me.
Let me check one more. Let me check one more spot for it. Okay. So it looks like my mask did change.
Wow.
I don't know. Jeff, can you believe some people actually
You
remember
guys,
the antennas sticking out of his
you
thing?
see me?
Yes. It's got the thing sticking out?
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Don't remember that. Why don't you put yourself on the screen when you do that?
What?
Just put you on the screen. Do that again. Put it back on.
You see him?
Like you have all three of us. It should be you, the main part of the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, just me?
Just you. So yeah, so the picture is bigger. It's hard for me to see on the phone. There you go. So turn your head sideways, please. Look how big that nose is.
That is crazy. Looks like he has fangs.
I don't remember that. I just remember the dots and they were flush.
Are the eyes red too?
Yeah, the eyes have a red tinge. You can see it.
Yeah,
But
they have a
you
red
know what I
tint.
noticed? In a lot of the scenes in the first movie, they still look black. So I don't know if it's.
Again, you see him?
Yep.
Those
Yep.
things sticking out.
It keeps going blurry because of the background you have up.
You have a
Yeah,
blurry
that's good.
background.
That's good.
Take a screenshot of that, Sandy.
Oh gosh. Gotta remember I'm on a delay. Don't move. Okay, turn it sideways. Give me a second, because I'm
Hey,
on a delay. You're not sideways yet. Give me a minute. Okay, I got it. You can put it down now.
it looks weird. And I've worn this thing a dozen times.
And that looks better than it does now, because like I said, it totally looks like a bat toggle with a ball tip. So that even looks better than what it really looks like now.
Yeah, these silver pieces, they were flat. I know this mask. I've worn it. So my mask changed. The silver part wasn't silver; it was black. Like the only silver parts he had was the place at the bottom where his mouth is. Those two
Hmm.
silver things were silver. The nose piece was black. You agree?
I agree. Actually, Brian, I don't remember any silver on the face, to be honest with you. It was all black for me. But then it changed, and then it changed again. You got the ridge between the nose, the eyes went red. Um, his body used to be all hard, and now it's got like this quilted leather that I don't remember. Did we lose Jeff, or I just can't see him
No, I'm still
because you're
here.
full? Oh, it's because he's full screen. Okay,
I agree with
Brian.
all
Yeah,
of
there you
that.
go.
I remember it the same way as you, Sandy.
Hmm.
But what gets me too is that 20th Century Fox logo with the wonky O, the zero.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've never seen Fox films with the F's going across.
So something's going on here. Something's changing everything, and we're gonna
And
get
I
to the bottom of it
really
eventually.
don't ever remember it being called A New Hope prior to, I'll say, the late 90s, early 2000s.
2004 for me.
Yeah, me too. 2004. That was when they remastered them because it was
Yes.
always, Star Wars, the trilogy, right?
Yes,
Right.
Star
Star
Wars,
Wars,
Return of the Jedi,
Star
Empire
Wars
Strikes
One,
Back.
Star Wars Two, Star Wars Three. And it wasn't until they remastered them that's when, to me, in my opinion, that's when they changed.
And they didn't even announce the prequels until the late 90s, like a couple years before it came out,
But
right?
now, just to recap here, you're saying in 1981, Sandy, that you're saying that's when George Lucas decided to retitle all the movies?
According to what I saw online and what Minty Comedic
So,
Art said, yes.
so are you
I
telling
mean,
me
he
that?
showed the credits
I
from the
know,
remastered version, the
I know. So,
re-release. I'm sorry,
so
the
you're telling me in
re-release.
1981, George Lucas contacted all of the VHS companies, the people that were making the tapes, and said,
You know,
"Hold
that's
up,
something
we're
I
trying to
didn't
get a
check.
copy
Let
of it."
me look for a 1984 Star Wars VHS. Let me look.
Hey Jeff, my mom said, "Glad you can make it tonight."
Me too. Hi, Anita.
Well, I have a trilogy. It just says Star Wars, but he's taught. Like I said, it's in the beginning. We'd have to go look at the credits on a VHS, pretty much, which I didn't have access to. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know the beginning, the words on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the part that's changed.
Yeah, I know, but you would think, how many VHS tapes would you have to? I don't know. It just seems like,
I don't think they changed the title on the VHS. I think they only changed it. What does
I
that
guess the
say?
real question is, we need to look at a VHS from like 1981 that was released that year to see if it has that.
I would go with 82 to make sure. But like I said, it wouldn't be on the cover. It's in the beginning
Oh no, I
credits.
know, it's in the beginning,
Okay.
right, right.
I'm looking everywhere. I'm trying to read the fine print on stuff. See, everything's labeled 1977. That's the problem. I don't know how to find one that was like made in 1984. Do you know what I'm saying? Aha. That's the Empire Strikes Back. That's not helpful. Well, guys, what we'll do is, if I do find anything, we will update you.
Hey, Sandy,
Hmm?
can you check to make sure that do or do not there is no try?
I'm sorry?
Can you make sure that that quote hasn't changed from Empire Strikes Back?
Oh, Brian, I found it. I found a 1984 trilogy box set.
Really?
Yeah, I need to show you something. Here,
Does it
sending it to
have it
you.
on there on the intro?
It has it on the box, Brian.
It has A New Hope.
Look, Brian, I'm sending it to you to share.
Hang on. Damien, our Star Wars expert, has. He's asking me how the show was. I'm saying we're still on. If you want to jump in.
You want to share what I sent you?
Yeah, sure.
So here's a trilogy box set from 1986, I believe. And you can see it's Star Wars: A New Hope. Right on the box.
But it didn't have an episode 4, right? Like that's
It
what we're
didn't say,
talking
no,
about.
episode 4 was, like I said, in the credits in the beginning.
Right. So that's the change here. That's what we're talking about.
No, A New Hope shouldn't be there either. It was just Star Wars, nothing else.
Okay.
Like a 1977 box that just said Star Wars. That's good, Tank. Tank says, well, you guys definitely got my attention tonight.
Well, I'm glad we could entertain you guys for tonight. Hopefully, you'll go back and rewatch the movie and catch if there's any more changes. We need to know.
Oh, yeah, definitely New England Dirt Road. Star Wars was just Star Wars when it came out in the theater. But that was 1977. They're saying 4 years later, they changed it.
To A New Hope.
Hold on. You know what I'm going to go look for? Star Wars re-released. Theater,
I'm waiting to
1981.
see if Damien can jump on with us real quick. Let me mute real quick, all right?
Okay. I'm going to be sending you a link to show on the screen, okay, Brian? One of the references I used tonight. I'm trying to get a movie theater in 1981. Jeff, can you see the chat? Because I can't while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
See, now I have a movie poster that says the original is back, and it just says Star Wars.
Yeah, that's all it was. I don't remember hearing A New Hope until around 2004.
But the article, Brian, are you showing the article up top? Okay, can you zoom in on the images? The image? So 1981 version of Star Wars gets a very limited release. Can you zoom in on the image? So this is the main change where it says Episode 4, A New Hope, instead of Star Wars in 1981. Jeff,
Yeah.
are you in the chat? Because I can't be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find something, anything that says Star Wars. Wow, that's new. The R's are broken in Star Wars on the Chinese theater. Let's see. Just anything. I'm trying to find any like movie theater marquee.
Trying to find one that says A New Hope.
Yes.
Michael Charles, how do you know
Okay.
NATO is monitoring the ME?
So Damien says can't get in. He says, hey, there's no way for me to get on. I only have my work computer now, and they've got it so secure now since we are working at home. I can't even watch your live shows on it. I just turned you guys on my TV, but no way to even chat in the live chat. I've got to get a new computer for myself. Was only Star Wars in 1977, 100%. I'm going back down to watch the rest of on TV. We'll be there in spirit. Oh, thank you, Damien.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Damien.
that's
We
a
miss
Star
you.
Wars guy. So that's the main thing here. We're just talking about it. A couple of discrepancies here, ripples in time, some things that have changed with Star Wars. So I hope this, at least brings you guys to some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, Sandy?
I don't know.
Um,
We hope something tonight has changed for you.
What we're looking at here essentially is it's like breadcrumbs. Somebody is flinging breadcrumbs at us, and we're just sitting here picking them up, trying to figure it all out. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've talked about the 20th century. We talked, the logo, the wonky O. We talked about Darth Vader's mask again changing.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about C-3PO, and we talked about Han Solo's shirt and his jeans, which is really weird. He didn't wear jeans.
No.
Um,
And his vest was brown, not black.
yeah, I think he did have blue pants, but they were not jeans. Luke Skywalker's shirt and pants were white, and now they're like a brown.
I remember white for Luke and black pants for Han Solo.
Yeah. Which Sandy says it makes Luke Skywalker appear to be naked now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too.
Well, we've had a lot of fun, guys.
Thank you for coming in such short notice, too.
Yes, we appreciate you guys for coming. And we hope to be on here Saturday, right, Sandy? If nothing
Yes,
else.
with a normal show with
Thanks.
lots of stuff
Yes.
and for longer.
We felt like we had to bring this to your guys' attention. These changes with Star Wars, these brand new changes. All right. Well, have a great Mandela Effect night, guys. God bless.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here and hanging out with us.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys.